Hello, this is the last, I suppose, little video tutorial I'll do here just to go through particular types of questions that you find on the Component 3 exam. This is Issues in Mental Health for OCR. This is looking at a comparison style question. Now, the comparison style question that you have on the Nearpod, which I'll just show you in a moment, is looking at something slightly different to this, but the same skill applies. This question here is asking you to compare two historical views of mental illness. Remember, that's different to explanations of mental illness, which come later, don't they? So in this particular case, we can look at any of those historical views. The two that I've chosen here are the supernatural explanation and the humoral theory of mental illness. Okay, it's a very, very simple thing. I'm sure you've come across this numerous times before. We use the P paragraph here, P-E-E-E for similarity, and we stick another E in there for difference. Let me just show you the similarity one then. I'll probably a chance to show you the difference one as well. So remember, when we're talking about comparing things together, we always do it again in terms of our APMID. So, we can use methods, we can use issues, we can use debates here. I don't think you could really use areas. You couldn't certainly in this one anyway, but you could use all of those. Okay, so here we go. Here's the first one. Then a similarity between the prehistoric explanation and the humoral theory of explanation is that they both claim to have practical applications. There you go. So a very, very straightforward one. And then we simply expand on that. This means that the views claim that they can provide practical ways of overcoming mental illness. And here we go, we just said that links to a usefulness debate, as they suggest cures for mental illness. Now, if this question does come up, you just need to be careful, just use your imagination a little bit. We're not saying that they're right to do that, it's just that they both make that claim, all right? So we elaborate on our points in the next part. Okay, then we've got, jumped a bit there. Supernatural explanation suggests trepanning as a way of releasing the evil spirits that are causing mental illness. That's a practical application, isn't it? The humoral theory suggests leeches and bloodletting, which rebalance the bodies for humours, etc. There you go. So very, very simple sort of way to go about similarities. This one here, not annotated this, but you get the idea. A difference between those two is the extent to which psychology as a science is supported. Fair enough. If psychology as science is not supported, then the explanations may not be falsifiable, which means that it cannot be proved wrong. For example, supernatural explanations suggest that mental illness is caused by possession of the person by evil spirits, not falsifiable, therefore not scientific. Whereas explanations that do support psychology as science can provide a falsifiable hypothesis and can therefore be tested. Now you see this one here, this could just as easily be in here as well. Sometimes I think it's better written like that, but it's up to you really which way you want to write that. Anyway, we'll finish it off. So for example, the humoral theory explains mental illness in terms of an imbalance of body fluids. This provides a falsifiable hypothesis. Okay, so you can see how that works then. So you've got P paragraphs, you've got APMIDs being used as terms of reference in terms of whether they are similar or different to each other. Let's have a look at the one you're looking at here then. You can see that okay. Sure whether you can, let me just check that. Right, okay, right, I think I've got it now. There it is. It went missing for a moment there, didn't it? Right, okay, that's fine. Right, so the comparison question you've got is, well, this is looking at explanations this time. Now, a really good thing to just mention to you here. So it's asking you to compare the behaviourist explanation of mental illness. Hopefully we know that, yeah, so think about all the different features of that. But this is really important. It says with either the humanistic, now I know my classes have been taught humanism, I'm not sure whether Gem's classes have or not, but it doesn't matter because you've been taught, definitely everyone's been taught psychodynamic. Okay, so you've got humanism, you've got psychodynamic. Now this is really important. You see this explanation here, the cognitive neuroscience explanation. Do not, whatever you do, get that mixed up with the cognitive explanation. it's not the same thing. And in fact, if you see the word cognitive neuroscience explanation on your exam paper, I would invite you to take a pen and just draw a line straight through it, because you must not, whatever you do, look at that. It's a totally different explanation and not one that we've looked at in class. Okay, if it says cognitive, absolutely fine, but not cognitive neuroscience. So you're being asked to compare behaviorists with humanism or psychodynamic, exactly the same as you've done before with the one that I've just shown you. Just use APMIDS to do that. P structure is 8 marks here. You're going to need a similarity and a difference. You could use psychoscience, you could use determinism, you could use reductionism, whatever. Absolutely knock yourself out with that. That should be no problem to you whatsoever. Okay, and if you want to have a look at the mark scheme again, you can see there's a mark scheme there. That was from the 2019 paper. Okay, good luck.